Revolutionary greetings, comrades. Today is the 22nd of September 2022. We celebrate the independence of Mali. Mali gained her independence on the 22nd of September in 1960. I was talking to my comrade from Mali. He is a member of the African Diaspora Forum, Comrade Mohammed. So I said, Comrade, we need to do a video celebrating the independence of Mali. What are the issues that we should discuss in the video? And the comrade sent me this historical background, which is of great interest. So he sent what he titled "The World's Richest Black Man Who Ever Lived." I'm a communist. But that's what the comrade sent me. So I will go through this for us to have this historical background about Mali, the kingdom that was once prosperous in those years. He speaks of Mansa Musa, the first of Mali, who was the king of the ancient empire of Mali in West Africa. It says Mansa Musa was the ruler of the kingdom of Mali from 1312 CE to 1337 CE. It says during his reign, Mali was one of the richest kingdoms of Africa, and Mansa Musa was among the richest individuals in the world. I do not know where in the 13th, 14th century my ancestors were. I'm told that around 1300 they moved to what is now South Africa, and in the around 1500 they moved from Drakensberg Mountains to what is now Mpumalanga or KwaMhlanga, before some moved with the King Mzilikazi to what is now Matebele land. So it might be interesting for you, comrade, to check where your ancestors were in between 1312 CE to 1337. So it says the ancient kingdom of Mali spread across parts of modern-day Mali, Senegal, the Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Chad, Mauritania, and Burkina Faso. Mansa Musa developed cities like Tipungut and Gayo into important cultural centers. He also brought architects from the Middle East and across Africa to design new buildings for his cities. Mansa Musa turned the kingdom of Mali into a sophisticated center of learning in the Islamic world. It was a rich kingdom, prosperous, and says Musa came to power in 1312 CE after the previous king, Abu Bakr II, disappeared at sea. Mansa Abu Bakr II had departed on a large fleet of ships to explore the Atlantic Ocean and never returned. You always hear stooges of imperialist forces who think that what they term civilization was brought by colonizers. They think that Africans just lived on trees before the arrival of colonialists. Shame on them. Right, let's continue here. Mansa Musa inherited a kingdom that was already wealthy, but his work in expanding trade made Mali the wealthiest kingdom in Africa. His riches came from mining significant salt and gold deposits in the Mali kingdom. Elephant ivory was another major source of wealth. When Mansa Musa went on a pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 CE, his journey through Egypt caused quite a stir. The kingdom of Mali was relatively unknown outside of West Africa until this event, until he traveled through Egypt. Arab writers from the time said that he traveled with an entourage of tens of thousands of people and dozens of camels, each carrying 136 kilograms or 300 pounds of gold. While in Cairo, Mansa Musa met with his Sultan of Egypt, and his caravan spent and gave away so much gold that the overall value of the gold decreased in Egypt for the next 12 years. Stories of his fabulous wealth even reached Europe. The Catalan Atlas, created in 1375 CE by Spanish cartographers, shows West Africa dominated by a depiction of Mansa Musa sitting on a throne, holding a nugget of gold in one hand and a golden staff in the other. After the publication of this atlas, Mansa Musa became cemented in the global imagination as a figure of stupendous wealth. The question, which we always discuss when we're discussing class struggles, Mansa Musa was wealthy. Like I said, the comrade from Mali gave me all this information. I had little knowledge about this. He was extremely wealthy. But what was the condition at the time of ordinary people in Mali? Were they well off? What was their condition? Because we've always said social classes did not develop under capitalism. Because what I'm reading, which my comrade sent to me as we celebrate the 62nd of Mali's independence, you have a feudal lord who was extremely rich, celebrated as the richest man to ever emerge in Africa. But what was the condition of the ordinary people of Mali? They were not rich. But what was their condition? Classes, social classes, as we have always said, that under primitive communism, there were no social classes. Social classes emerged when clans were organized. For instance, in our continent, where you then had the head of a clan, which became nations. In the most cases, feudal governance was the order of the day. So under feudalism, you had feudal lords who were extremely rich, as demonstrated by Mansa Musa, who ruled Mali from 1312 CE. So social classes did not emerge with the arrival of colonialists or with the development of capitalism. And some comrades will then argue and say decolonization of the mind, I've heard some arguing in this manner, means we need to go back to our roots. And our roots, they refer us to kingdoms, where you will have the unelected, just as we saw recently when the Queen of England died. The unelected who are extremely wealthy, they account to no one. But let's continue so that we, as we celebrate 62 years of independence of the people of Mali, and so that we understand this background. Mansa Musa died in 1337 and was succeeded by his sons. His skillful administration left his empire well off at the time of his death. but eventually the empire fell apart. Well, after his death, Mansa Musa remained ingrained in the imagination of the world as a symbol of fabulous wealth. However, his riches are only part of his legacy, and he is also remembered for his Islamic faith, promotion of scholarship, and patronage of culture in Mali. This is what the comrade said as we celebrate the 62nd independence of the people of Mali. And I will close by this message from my comrade Mohammed. He says, we are the Ikis of Mali, a great nation birthed from the loins of Mansa Musa, enriched with cultural heritage and priceless natural resources, hospitable and a selfless francophone people from diverse and yet similar cultural codes that bind us in one piece. Songhai, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these cities or towns correctly. Comrade Mohammed will pardon me. Let me repeat that. From diverse and yet similar cultural codes that bind us in one piece. Songhai, Dongoni, Bambara, Sonike, or Wangara. Let's not allow anything break the peace. The unifying torch that lit our paths from colonial rule into independence. Or 22nd September 1960 marked the turning point in our lives as the high-soaring Ikis of Mali, when Comrade Modibo Keita spread his huge wings over us and rescued us from the shackles of colonialism. Hooray! It's been 62 years, and we don't only look back in retrospect. We must in earnest ponder on what to expect. Mali is where the remnants of our umbilical cords are buried. We are the Ikis of Mali, and a proud, happy Independence Day. He then writes in French. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce French, and Comrade Serge Luamba, my comrade from Democratic Republic Congo, if he was here, was going to pronounce this in French. But indeed, we say hooray to Mali for its 62nd independence. We need to celebrate independence of African states. Mali was colonized in 1892 and gained her independence in 1960 on the 22nd of September. So we celebrate this achievement by the people of Mali. I'm sure we've discussed about Mali in previous videos, but I will check. If we did not, we will certainly look into what is happening today in Mali. But I think we did discuss, but only that I didn't refer back to the videos that were recorded. But we'll certainly look into the modern Mali today, 62 years after independence. What is the condition of the people of Mali? Are the people of Mali happy? What is the security question in Mali? How is the economy performing? Are the people happy? If you are from Mali, happy independence, please share with us your views. I know that all of us as Africans, we celebrate this great day as we celebrate with the people of Mali. You might have views that you want to share with us. Please do so as we congratulate the people of Mali. Please share, circulate this video, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, red salute to the comrades in Mali, to the great people of Mali. Amandla, comrades.